And we are live. Welcome, everybody, to Blockchain Universe. Going to have a crypto chat here with Brandon Cooper and courtesy and thanks by Blockchain in the Berg. Let's go ahead and get this started. Welcome, Brandon. Thanks for joining us.
Appreciate you having me. Glad to be here.
All right, so let's go ahead and just jump right into it. Blockchain and artificial intelligence. Ooh, AFID. What is AFID?
Yes, so AFIT is an ecosystem that's built to disrupt the 9 to 5 workforce that is going to allow the everyday person to have a robot working for them. So what we're doing is allowing people to create what we call A-clones, a digital version of themselves. It's ironic we're in VR. But this digital sales agent works in a chatbot environment. When it makes sales and leads in our ecosystem on the websites that we've partnered with, we give you a commission for it. So it's called the Workforce Leveraging System. It's patent pending technology. It's basically going to take, the jobs from horse and buggy to electric car overnight. Typically, we go to a job, we work, we come home, we get a paycheck every, 2 weeks usually. It's biweekly. But with this mechanism, you have a version of yourself working 24 hours. You can have this bot doing different things that you choose to, different plugins in our bot marketplace, whether you wanted to do AI trading, crypto trading, you'll be able to make money from a myriad of different ways.
All
You also
right.
use trading time for money like a job. Yeah.
Before we keep going, I think you dropped the megaphone. Go ahead and hit that amplify button for me. For those that may not have been able to hear, utilizing a bot to be able to do trades in cryptocurrency exchanges, as well as
hmm
operating that storefront. Am I understanding that correctly?
Correct. So it's no limit to what you wanted to do. It's open source for the it's going to be open source for the ecosystem to create as developers with machine learning and deep learning, different tools. But we're starting it out with our proof of concept, which is a digital chatbot agent, sales agent.
All right, yeah. So that's typically that progression, starting with just the chat bot to be able to answer some of those questions that may be had, and then from there, you said you want to utilize some machine learning and deep learning to be able to enhance the bot to be able to answer more sophisticated questions. I'm sure. So where are we now with the chat bot, and where do we see it going?
Yeah, so currently, as far as APIT is concerned, we're starting off with B2B so we can get all the websites in our network for you guys that are going to be considered controllers of these bots. And then once we get our network large enough, we're going to go open up the floodgates and hit the switch, and your bots can go ahead and start working on the network grid. In terms of the industry, they're used pretty much to increase sales up to 67%. You can reduce operational costs if you're a business. So we're going to provide that solution to your business, whether you're an SMB or a large enterprise. But we're not. This isn't the situation where a robot's taking your job. With AFIT, when the robot takes your job, you actually get paid for it.
And that is what's really important that people understand, because a lot of people are afraid of the robots taking their job, coming for the industries that I guess are the easiest in terms of phone support, tech support. I could see being one that gets replaced by a lot of jobs, and when a call center decides to replace their agents with a bot, that agent isn't getting paid by that bot and making any money from that bot. They're actually losing their work. Whereas what you're talking about empowers you as a business owner to be able to utilize these tools and be able to make those trades, be able to get those leads through your own stores. So let's talk more about how does it all connect to blockchain other than just trading. What else would I be able to utilize with this bot and artificial intelligence?
Yeah, so what you can do utilizing blockchain is we're going to have our own token. Our native token is what powers the bots. Pretty much like Chuck E. Cheese, you need tokens to play. So the more tokens you have, the more your bot can be summoned out into the network. So it's for a fraction of percent of what you would get on your return of what you're putting in. So for instance, every time it's summoned out, it might equate to about 5 or 6 cents, but your bot may go out and sell a refrigerator and you get a commission of that of 1.9% of whatever that total is. And if your bot ends up getting a lead, capturing the email, things like that for the businesses, you'll also get a small fraction of percent as well of that there, like a pay-per-click type of model. But what you can do, because it's going to be interoperable, so if the transaction is done in cryptocurrency, you'll receive crypto back, meaning if your bot is on, let's just say Nike.com and it sells some shoes and Bitcoin was used, and obviously in the future when they integrate it, if Bitcoin was used and you have Bitcoin set up in your wallet, that's what you would receive. So all of the different crypto communities are going to be able to participate. We thought interoperability is going to be huge for scale, and that's our implementation method. In terms of machine learning and blockchain, people will be creating different plugins, using the JSON format to create the data, ingest all of the data into our bot marketplace, and then let their imaginations go wild from there.
Wow, I love it. There's so many different things that people are going to be able to do. I can't wait to see that marketplace. So basically, plug in that your AI can be able to implement for your business, right?
That's correct. We're going to create some
Awesome.
ourselves, but our goal is to keep it open for the community, because Apple, for instance, they're undercutting their own developers. What's happening is people are spending $30,000 creating these apps, and then Apple goes and does a conference at WWDC, and they say, oh, we just integrated this to the phone. Now I'm going to delete that app because I don't need it anymore. And they've pretty much made a monopoly on it. And they're also taking 30% of every transaction. Our marketplace is actually built on the IPFS, so which is basically decentralized file storage. So blockchain itself isn't a file storage system. It's really just for transactions. Cryptographic hash is going back and forth, but the IPFS is going to allow the storage to be within the community of people who are running their nodes at home.
I love it. I love it. Keeping it decentralized. That's fantastic. All right. So, do you know of any competitors to you in the crypto space?
Uh, there are some competitors out there, but one thing I've always stood by is I don't give them free promotion. So I treat them as such. It's nothing
That
personal,
makes sense.
but it's just free pub for them, and it's not even worth giving them the pub because obviously they're not at the surface or at the level where we are.
Okay, I was gonna ask that next then. So, name not need be said, but compared to your competitors, what makes you different and better?
I look at it this way. I'm a very art of war type of person. It's kind of like, if you were asked Bill Belichick on the Patriots how he's going to beat the team in the Super Bowl, he's not going to open up the playbook. But I will tell you this. Um, some people really just, it's about marketing, right? And it's about passion and the people, right? And really caring for creating something that's going to push humanity forward. We really as a team believe that this is something that is going to be an Edison or like a Henry Ford moment, right? That puts it from horse and buggy to a car, as I mentioned before. So that's our main focus. We have a large team. This isn't a one-man show for me. It's 31 people in the company. We've been doing awesome things behind the scenes and just penetrating the market. We're starting off with the niche market, just kind of flying under the radar. Honestly, I don't want to duck your question or anything, or sound a certain way, but we just we have to try to protect what we're doing until we penetrate the market. That's all.
I don't see
I
that
have a
as ducking a
question,
question.
Brendan.
Go for it.
So you mentioned already you're building some of your technology on IPFS, and you mentioned you're going to have a native token as well. Is that token going to have its own ecosystem, or are you building on top of another blockchain like Ethereum?
Great question. Awesome question. Yes, we're going to start off on Ethereum as a ERC-777. And then eventually we're going to go to our own mainnet that's going to allow people to build upon it in pre-existing programming language, um, preferably the ones that will deal with a lot more machine learning, deep learning.
Great question. Anybody else
Yeah,
have any
awesome
other
question.
questions? And where can the people find you and contact you, Brandon, and learn more about AFID?
Yeah, our
Method.
website is aphid.io. That's APHID.io. You can find us on Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. On Twitter and Instagram, it's at AphidFS. Our slogan is Free Society. That's what FS is for. And then me personally, mine is Brandon Cooper. For Cooper, the O's are zeros. And I'm on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You can find me there. Would love to talk to you guys if you have more questions, things like that, and build a community. And let's do something to change the world.
I love it. I love it. And is there anything else you want the audience to know?
Just thank you for the support. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. It's humbling, and I appreciate you guys having me here. Just looking forward to talking with people in the community, and let's push adoption forward and make crypto and blockchain bigger than what it is.
Jerome, could
Awesome.
I could I
Yes,
ask one quick question?
please.
Are you looking for investors in the company, or can you talk a little bit about that?
Sure thing. Yes, we are currently raising for our seed round now. So if anyone is willing to invest, we have interested investors. So if anyone wants to get in on our round, it is open right now. We're looking to close before February.
Is there a specific threshold that you're looking for? I mean, are you looking for? I don't know how they work. So I have actually somebody asked me this question, and I said I'd ask you.
Okay. Yeah, I appreciate it. You mean in terms of the terms, like the amount that we're raising?
Right. Right. Well, in
Yeah.
terms
So
of
for this,
what you're looking for from an individual that's looking to invest, is it $100,000? Is it they're just trying to get an idea?
understood. Yeah. So minimum check size per person would be typically around 100,000, but for our total
Okay.
seed round, it's going to be 2 million.
All right. Oh, good information. Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're very welcome. Appreciate it.
Great questions, guys. This has been a pleasure. It's been great having you, Brandon Cooper. I got another event that I'm going to be hosting in just a moment. It's an NFT art gallery. So stick with me. You can teleport over there together. You can continue talking to
Sure.
me if you come with us, and we can have a great time checking out this art gallery. I want to thank you so much for joining us on for the crypto chat. This is the last one of the year 2020 for Blockchain in the Berg and Blockchain Universe together. I want to thank you all. It's been a great year virtually. See you in 2021, baby. Have a good day, everybody.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Ron.
Thank you, Brandon.
Appreciate it, Rebecca. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Have a good holiday, all.
Everyone, yeah, be
Same
safe.
to you.
Let's
Same to you.
see you all in 2021.